What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Radio City Podcast. This is your host, Cristopher Zamora, and this is episode 50 of the Radio City Podcast, guys. I have been doing this for 50 weeks straight. One episode each Tuesday, man. Each Tuesday, I posted at least one episode around 11 a.m. Central Time. I can't believe I did it, man. This 50 episodes. This is number 50, man. I'm so glad I'm actually able to do this. I was able to do this. I didn't know I had the capability of actually doing it, man. But I am proud of myself. And if you guys have been here since the beginning, thank you so much for always clicking on the podcast as well. For my newer people, welcome if you are new here. I always talk about horror stuff, anything that has to do with pop culture related. And most of the time, that's what I do. And then also talk about combat sports as well. But today, I really want to speak to you about the Scream franchise and what is next for it. It has turned out that Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, who are the main protagonists in the newest movies of the Scream franchise, they are no longer going to be there. They were fired, I guess. Well, Melissa Barrera did get fired, but Jenna Ortega, supposedly, they said that the reason why she's not coming back to Scream 7 is because supposedly she had conflicts with her schedule, and that's why she is not coming back. But I don't know why they did not wait it. But I don't know why they waited until one of the main characters actually got fired. Because supposedly this was basically discussed months ago, and now this news came out that supposedly she's just not coming back right after Melissa Barrera got fired. That's pretty suspicious to me, man. But yeah, Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, they're no longer coming back. The Carpenter sisters, they're not coming back for Scream 7. And it's not looking very good for Scream, man. That just really sucks, dude. Oh, and the reason why Melissa Barrera is not coming back is because supposedly she just shared her opinion about the war that's going on with Palestine and Israel. She is pro-Palestine, and I don't know, just cancel culture does this thing or whatever is going on. The studios, they just decided to fire her because she is supporting that. She is supporting the pro-Palestine. I don't really go into the political stuff. That's just not my thing. If you just want to know about what's going on in Israel against Palestine, just do your own research, because I just don't really get into the political stuff. I only really want to talk about the movie mostly, not about the political things. But yeah, man, Scream is in danger right now. And Neve Campbell, the lady, the main one from the very first movie, I don't know how they're going to bring her back. They're going to have to give her a lot of money for her to come back to this franchise, but I feel like I don't think she can actually save this franchise either. Yes, there's going to be nostalgia for the people who have seen the original movies, but I don't know, man. Could it be enough just to bring her back? And so as Gail Weathers, she is still alive. She made it out alive from Scream 6, but I don't think it's not the same anymore. Just having those three characters for Scream 7. They need to bring out new people. I think that's how it is for every single franchise. Like probably every 20 years or so, I believe. Or maybe like 40. I'm thinking about the Halloween franchise, how that has been very successful. Like how they had Laurie Strode, like they brought her back for the 2018 version of Halloween, and it did well. The movies did well, other than the Halloween Ends one, the trilogy one. That one didn't do so well, but to me, like, yes, Halloween was pretty good. The 2018 version, Halloween Kills, was good, but Halloween Ends wasn't as great. But still, it was a decent franchise. It was a decent trilogy for Halloween. And it also had Laurie Strode. She came back to the franchise and it did well. While they also introduced new characters into the franchise as well. They have already done that for Scream. And now that the main actresses that were the protagonists, they're gone. Now that they're gone, it's going to be very difficult to actually bring other people into the franchise. Like, I don't know, man. They just need to bring somebody, like somebody that is popping right now. Somebody, this very huge celebrity with a younger audience. That's how I believe that this franchise can actually work. This is the only way that Scream can actually come back. Don't get me wrong, guys. Scream 6 was pretty good. I had to put it as one of my favorites from this year in 2023. But it just sucks, man, that Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, they are gone. In the movie Scream, Jenna Ortega was just like barely getting known. This was the time when X came out. She had that show Wednesday, and also other movies as well. Like, she was just starting to get popular, right? And the thing is, she has become one of Hollywood's biggest stars because of the TV show of Wednesday. Melissa Barrera was basically the main face for Scream now. Now with these stars gone, it is difficult to find another person that can replace them. Really don't know how they're gonna do it, man. But they are in danger of making this franchise as good as it was, because they were planning on making another movie, Scream 7. Let's see, man. Let's see how they're gonna continue this franchise, but it's just not looking good. Another example of bringing older characters from the original franchises is Andy, like in the Chucky series. Yes, they brought him back in the TV show, but they really don't focus on him. And also they brought back the voice of Chucky himself. They also brought him back for the TV show while introducing new characters. If two of the main characters were actually fired, this is hypothetical, okay? I'm not really wishing on anything bad on any other franchise, but hypothetically, if just the main character just is no longer there anymore, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad for that franchise, and it's just not looking good for Scream right now. Yeah, man, this does really suck. Yes, Scream is not my favorite horror franchise, but it's still a franchise that I will still watch today, because the main point of Scream is to find out who the killer is. There's always a mass killer, and you try to figure it out who is the person killing everybody else in the movie. That's what makes it interesting. And it just sucks, man. It just sucks what they're going through right now. And hopefully they'll come back and do something better. But just firing the main characters, damn, it's like just a low blow for the horror fans. They're not happy, and I am not happy as well. Could it be enough for Neve Campbell to actually save Scream? I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm not really sure. They had to come up with something very, very good for Scream 7. Yeah, man. It's just crazy. I just hope it does well. We don't even know when Scream 7 is gonna come out. Right now, Hollywood is freaking out. Well, basically, the writers, they are freaking out. They don't know what to do. They had to come out with a good contract for Neve Campo. And let's see how it actually goes. Because if she doesn't even come back into the franchise, the franchise is doomed, man. They are just doomed. And we don't know what's going to be the fate of Scream now. Yeah, man. It's insane, dude. Now, guys, switching gears. I want to speak to you about this upcoming fight. It's a fight that not a lot of people were expecting, but it is necessary for David Benavidez. David Benavidez, he is going to fight this man called Demetrius Andrade. Who is Demetrius Andrade? Well, at first, I do not know his name. I really have no clue who he was. I just know of his record, and also he was the person that was calling out Canelo. Like, he actually went to his post press conference and told him that he should fight him. Yeah, Demetrius Andrade, that is his name. His record right now, it is 32 wins and 0 losses and 0 draws. He has had 19 KOs, and this is a good match. I think this is a great match for David Benavidez. I believe he is 27-0 right now. Yeah, 27-0 for David Benavidez, and they are going to fight tonight. By the time you're watching this podcast, you already know who already won. If I tell you who I believe wins, I'm just basically being biased. I'm not really sure how Demetrius Andrade fights, but to give you an edge, I have seen David Benavidez fight. This guy is a brawler. Sometimes he doesn't really keep his hands up, and like his defense, that's like probably the only thing that he really needs to work on. But like, he is a brawler, man. He is very strong. So I believe he can give Demetrius Andrade a good fight. That's going to be an amazing fight for him. And if he beats him, that's even way better, because he's just one step closer of fighting Saul Canelo Alvarez. That's the fight that everybody has been talking about. The fight that everybody has been waiting for the longest. Will we ever get it? I don't know, man. Let's just hope so. I heard rumors online that supposedly Canelo was thinking of fighting another guy before actually fighting David Benavidez on, I believe, September. Like, for May, which is the time that always Canelo's fights, he doesn't want to fight him on that day. I don't know why, but it'll be amazing because both of them are Mexican, so it's awesome. Well, David Benavidez is half Mexican and half Ecuadorian, but still, he has the Mexican inside him. So it's pretty good, man. It was a pretty good match for them for that day to represent the country of Mexico. It'll be cool, but he's planning on fighting somebody else before actually fighting David Benavidez. That's what I heard online. Yeah, like I said, it'll be biased to me to say who will win, but I don't know. I don't know if I should say it. No, I just let you guess. I just give you a hint. Since I already talked about him for almost 2 to 3 minutes, you guys already know who I believe is going to win. And there's another fight coming up as well. It's his older brother, Jose Benavidez Jr. He is fighting Jermall Charlo. His brother had just lost against Canelo Alvarez. Jermell, that's the one that lost against Canelo. Jermall is the undefeated one, but he hasn't been active for a very long time. I think about 2 years or so. He's going to fight David Benavidez' older brother, Jose Benavidez Jr. Jose Benavidez was pretty good, but like I said, I don't know, man. I do not believe that probably Jose is going to get the win on this one. I don't know. But a lot of people are saying that Jamal, he's going to lose because he probably doesn't have the guts to actually fight anymore. Like, they say that he's not the same guy. They believe that he's going to lose against Jose Benavidez Jr. But I don't think so. I believe, yes, he did had some time off. I really don't know why he had the time off, but I don't know. But I do believe that, but I believe that he can beat Jose Benavidez Jr. So for that fight, yeah, I am going for Jamal Charlo. He just has a lot of strength, and Jose Benavidez Jr., I believe he has better defense, I believe, than David. But I don't know if that can be enough to actually stop Jamal. And also, he has great attacks against Jamal, but I don't know if that's enough. I'll be very surprised if we get an upset because, yeah, I do believe that Jamal Charlo, he is the favorite. He is the favorite for that fight. Like I say, I'm going for Jamal Charlo to win that fight. And for the main events, like I said, David Benavidez versus Andrade. You guys already know who I believe is going to win. David. Yeah, that's how I think he's gonna win. But yeah, guys, I think that is it for this podcast. Hey, thank you so much for listening, guys. Number 50, man. Can't believe it. Episode 50 for this podcast. By this time next year, we're going to be in number 100. One podcast per week, guys. Again, thank you so much for listening. And if you did make it this far, man, make sure to subscribe to the channel or on wherever it is you're listening to. If you're listening to it on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, make sure to follow it and also recommend this podcast to a friend or a neighbor that actually likes listening to stuff about horror culture, pop culture, or anything combat sports related. Maybe they will enjoy this podcast as much as you do listening to it. And that is it, guys. Again, thank you so much for listening. As always, take care and live to the fullest. Bye.